do, I will welcome everyone who's live right now to the Osoa's Instagram live along with Nandini. And today we have a very interesting topic, which is very close to my heart, being a working person and being born and brought up in a family which both the parents were working. And we've heard about the topic 9 to 5 and all. So the important part of that is how do we incorporate a good nutrition habit along in our 9 to 5 work life, which is actually not 9 to 5. It goes from 9 to 9 more or less. And and to answer our questions, I'm a super talented and experienced person, Nandini Agarwal, and I was very intrigued while I was reading about you and knowing about you a bit more. Like from a finance and a marketing background to switching to something which is you're passionate about, about fitness, and then doing it on your own as well, like losing 22 kgs, and then trying to learn and do a course on nutrition. So that's a remarkable thing for anyone to do. So welcome on board, Nandini. So lovely having you here. And already we have a lot of questions, and we have a lot of interest from also our group and our customers, and as well as from your customers and as well as your fan followers. So without further ado, because I'm already late, let's start with our questions and all of it.
Sure. Please go ahead. Let's
sure.
answer the questions and then we can continue chit-chatting.
Correct. So I think the first question, which I'll first ask one of my questions before even asking any customers from our fans and followers. So it is very easy to fall prey to, yaar, aaj ye kha lete hain, wo kar lete hain. That's one of the most easiest excuse. And when you're in office, you get ample amount of coffee, snacks. Someone is eating something, you get tempted. So how can one stop that craving? That is one of the biggest challenge that any office goer wants to solve.
Okay, I think before solving this problem, we should address the elephant in the room, which is nutrition. So let's start adding things that what we should be eating, and then we can slowly minimize on what we should not be eating. So if we're carrying wholesome meals with us, wholesome snacks with us, say you're starting your day at 9 a.m. If your goal as a working person, any working person goals are normally to accomplish their task for the day, to be efficient, to have energy by the end of the day, to overcome any kind of deficiencies or lifestyle issues. All of these can be a part of a healthy, balanced diet and help you with your day-to-day goals. So when you're starting your day right in the morning, starting your day with good fats and good protein right in the morning gives you a head start. It aligns you with focus and it sets you up for the day. So because if you start your day with, say, samosa or a thing which is high in carbohydrates, the whole day you will keep getting cravings of food which are very palatable, which could be fried, which could be not fried, but very high in carbohydrate content. And such foods keep increasing your insulin levels and keep demanding more and more sugar. So yes, I think it's all about what you're carrying in the day, how you're starting the day, and so on and so forth. So even if you're having some chai, say, because some people have no choice, some professions have no choice, they probably have to entertain tea, a few times tea in the day, a few snacks here and there, a few biscuits, a few cookies. But even if your 80% diet is on point, it's wholesome, it's containing your basic macro and micronutrients, such as your carbohydrates, your breads, your pasta, your roti, rice, grains, all of these are your carbohydrates. Your proteins, which are very, very essential. They help you fight diseases. They help you in repair, recovery, all of these things. So proteins like your dals, legumes, kala chana, rajma, dairy, non-vegetarian sources. So all of these are protein. Then comes your fats, nuts, seeds, fats like ghee, olive oil. All of these are very essential by the body. And then comes your micronutrients like your fruits and vegetables, right? if all of these are combined in a day and made wholesome meals, say at least 3 wholesome meals for you, even if a few things here and there or few bites here and there should not really like be harming you as much.
Okay.
At least you have 80% of your diet on point every single day. That's a really, really good thing.
Okay. So I think I'll pick some points from what you said. I mean, you said that starting the day with fats and proteins and avoid carbs in the beginning of the day. And that should be a key thing to start your day healthy. And by fats, you meant a lot of nuts. And by protein, you meant like sprouts or oatmeal or something around those lines, which helps you to be full for a longer period and gives you the right amount of energy to start your day.
Perfectly right. Yes, very much.
Okay. Then you also mentioned about like having 3 wholesome meals during the day, which keeps you full, so that even if in between you have some craving when you see someone else interesting, like say a pasta or pizza, you will not want to have it. So that is the, I think, the point you're trying to state by having wholesome meals, so that you are satiated for a longer duration with good amount of proteins and fat to begin with, and then add on to a little bit of carbs, which helps you to avoid these hunger pangs.
Absolutely.
Okay, interesting. So now I'll go on to some of our questions from our audience. They're asking like how much of a protein is important and how do they get protein regularly if they're a vegetarian, because a lot of people, they don't like sprouts, kala chana and all. So how will they fulfill their protein requirement?
So I'll share a very basic thing with you. If you pick up any, randomly, if you start picking people and start knowing about their diet and we start tracking it, we will come across that like 1 kg, like 1 gram per kg of body weight is the minimum requirement. So if my weight is 60 kilos, my body's requirement is at least 60 grams of protein, right?
Correct.
But when we see people around us or we start tracking their diet, they are not even consuming 30 grams, 25 grams, not even
Exactly.
20 grams sometimes in a day. And even
Rather,
if
they're
they eat
over-indexed in carbs.
yes, and one bowl of dal they eat in a day, and they say that, okay, this is our protein for the day, which again is an incomplete source of protein because it does not have the full amino acid profile. And then we are so much deficient as a society in eating protein that even if we are touching the minimum requirement which is needed by the body, we call it high protein diet.
Correct.
Very simply. So, yes, start choosing protein, start prioritizing protein in every meal. It is very, very important. When we start saying कि हम बहुत antibiotics खा रहे हैं आजकल, हम बहुत दवाइयाँ ले रहे हैं आजकल, हमें बहुत lifestyle diseases हैं, जैसे normal PCOD, thyroid, blood sugar levels, all of these things can be managed a lot when you start prioritizing protein. A very, very simple tip. सेकेंडली ठीक है आपको स्प्राउट्स पसंद नहीं है आपको काला चना पसंद नहीं है बट देर आर 10 and 15 more other sources. Even if you don't like to eat on protein, now we have protein supplements. You can
Correct.
supplement through protein supplements. You have green protein, you have whey protein. You have so many different types of protein. You can actually explore these kind of proteins and see that which is the kind that you actually like. These days we have protein dosas to protein shakes to protein bars to so many kinds of protein in a day that touching your protein requirement is fairly easier than the times where we were just vegetarian and we did not know how to fulfill a protein requirement. So it is
Correct.
way more easier now. But when you're supplementing protein, people are very scared. They always say, "अरे हमारी kidney पे तो कोई असर नहीं पड़ेगा," and
या
हमारे
आर्टिफिशियल
को
है, डब्बे में
yeah,
आता है.
है, and they have so many myths around protein. But I would like to tell all the people who are hearing this that two tips from my side. If you're supplementing protein, अगर आप pea protein भी ले रहे हैं या आप whey protein भी ले रहे हैं, two things which you must do even in your general life is, first of all, hydration, drinking at least 10 to 12 glasses of water every single day without compromising. And secondly, having a big bowl of vegetables for fiber. So if you're doing both of these things, the protein has to play its role and is good for the body. So basically, आप hydration और fiber से अगर protein को combine कर रहे हैं, the protein will play its role.
Perfect. you touched upon a very interesting point, which is like dal. It doesn't have a full amino acid profile, and it is a lot of times it is said that mix dal with rice so that it gives them a full profile. I mean, how much is the truth in this statement? Because this is said much often, and I've heard this statement a lot too. With dal and rice, it becomes a good combination. So, how much of that is true? And
It's
people, I
very,
mean,
it is very true. When you combine dal with rice, it completes the amino acid profile, becomes
correct.
way more digestible as a food and absorbable. So yes, it completely solves the purpose of eating a protein-rich diet, even if you're a vegetarian.
Okay, okay, interesting. So, I'll move on to the next question that we have got. And so, I mean, a lot of people talk about like how to avoid junk food munching in the office. I think we touched upon that answer, but still, I mean, if you want to add on to anything on that.
To tell you, like on the surface, stop stocking up on junk food in the office. Stop bringing, mithaiya to celebrate every single day here and there. Somebody's performed well, like, there are
But
more ways to celebrate.
khud na
Just
lana is the
bringing,
asan.
sorry?
So sorry, I'm pitching in between. So khud nahi lana is a one thing, but there are so many people you can't tell them, and you get tempted. Yeah, when someone else gets you some mithai, and that too they'll say, "Nahi, this has come from my hometown
Yeah,
in
yeah.
Bikaner or from Calcutta." So then there is no way that you can say, "Ki nahi yaar, ye nahi lana hai." But then how do you avoid munching them when they are served to you on a
Exactly.
platter?
That
Ki ye le lo
little
main.
bite will also give you the same taste as the whole box will. So
Correct.
yes, start practicing that portion control for yourself. And
I
yeah,
think
I
that's a
mean,
very,
you
very
need not
important thing.
finish the box, you need not finish the whole portion. You can just enjoy that little bite and get the taste of whatever regional sweet you are getting from.
So what I also do is whenever there is interesting sweet or something brought in, I first drink some amount of water so that I anyways try to be temporarily full, and then I have a small bite because I'm anyways full with water. So that is how I try to I mean manage my portion size, and that has helped me sometimes to avoid. Yeah.
Absolutely, that's a great tip.
So the next question that we have, this is from one of my, I mean, colleagues in office. So he said, I mean, he wanted to understand. His brother wanted to understand like there are so many supplements available. इससे कि नहीं ओमेगा भी खा लो विटामिन D3 भी खाना होता है B12 भी डेफिशिएंसी है प्रोटीन तो है ही so हम कितना how many supplements should we have that was the exact way he asked this question so I'm just putting it in his own words so I mean that's a very very genuine question people ask कि सारे दुनिया में everything is now artificial and why should we consume these things also which are artificial or so and what to do I mean that's a big question.
Because we are so lucky we are born in this time that we can actually track कि हमारी body में क्या deficiencies है. So very simply, you don't have to just pick up randomly the supplements कि okay इसकी packaging अच्छी लग रही है, let's buy these. They are not gummies. They are not like normal candies that you can just chew on. They are actually health supplements, and that's how they should be like given with proper information that why you should be taking and why your body needs it in the first place. So there are so many kinds of supplements, but they are not for everybody. So
Correct.
first get yourself tested. Look for an expert who can help you with what kind of supplements are needed by you. What are your goals? What kind of deficiencies do you have? What kind of sleep to eat patterns and the whole day, how do you spend? And then take the multivitamins or any kind of supplements that are needed. You need not just randomly pick up supplements because your friend is taking a particular supplement and they say, okay, this is very good. I had joint pains and this really helped me. No, it's not a generic haldi or dalchini supplement that you can just like put over everything. It has to be informed decision that you're making, that why you need a particular supplement and why is it needed. Get yourself tested, see a doctor, see an expert, and then choose, or they will help you choose the supplements.
Correct. So, so supplements which are like vitamins, minerals, and omega 3, that's in the one side. Then there are a lot of herbal supplements like jamun juice, karela juice, which a lot of people try. I'm not, I mean, I heard a few friends of mine. Now, I'm not diabetic, but still I have jamun and karela juice because it might help me prevent these lifestyle diseases. So how would you respond to that?
It's good if you like the taste of jamun juice or Karela juice or whatever
No, they
Khira
said
juice
we
that
don't like it, but we
in
want
the
to
morning.
live longer, so
See,
we are just having it.
if you do not have like high blood sugar, or even if you have high blood sugar, don't supplement these things for medication. You need to take your medication. उसके साथ में आप सारी चीजें complement कर सकते हैं, एलोवेरा जूस और आंवला जूस और करेला जूस और जामुन
Correct.
जूस, whatever juice you're trying to make, or make sense out of it. Like obviously that depends on the season that you are using. आप किस टाइम पे उसको यूज कर रहे हो, कौन बंदा यूज कर रहा है, इज इट अ गर्ल और मेल और अ फीमेल, और व्हाट काइंड ऑफ सप्लीमेंट्स दे आर टेकिंग इवन नेचुरली. बिकॉज नेचुरल हर्ब्स भी ऐसा नहीं है कि वो पोटेंट नहीं होते, दे आर हाईली पोटेंट. लाइक इवन नाउ वी
Hmm.
आर रिसर्चिंग ऑन अश्वगंधा एंड सो मेनी अदर हर्ब्स, टर्मरिक, curcumin. So yeah, blindly picking up like things and making concoction and just drinking. I mean, fruits and vegetables का तो ठीक है, like you if you're taking a vegetable juice. But
Correct.
yeah, if you feel कि इससे मेरा sugar मतलब एक जूस पी लिया और सारे दिन आपने कुछ भी खा लिया, तो ऐसा नहीं हो सकता. That is not going to make any sense.
So I think we have a question from someone from an audience right away, Sapna Rawat. She's asking, I feel hungry at 5 p.m. Then I have chips because it is very convenient, but they are very unhealthy. I feel guilty after it. Any other options for the same? Before you answer this, so anyone who is listening to us, feel free to post your questions. We will answer them right away. And there is a surprise at the end of it. So do stay along and feel free to keep asking questions. So yeah, Nandini, over to you answering the question from Sapna about eating chips at 5 p.m.
Hi Sapna, I totally feel you. I have been in that position. I have munched on chips, namkeen, and biscuits, matri, and whatnot. But trust me, it's very easy to eat and to feel guilty. But just start making a different choice. Just start putting in different things. आप एक seeds का mix बना सकते हो और आप 2 चम्मच उसकी खा लो. That is going to give you omega-3. That is going to keep you fuller for a longer period of time. That is going to give you good hair, good skin, so many other benefits, rather than just munching on something which is not nutritionally giving you anything. So that is one point for me. अगर आप बाहर भी जा रहे हो, carry a handful of almonds with you. Just put them in your purse. Just put them in your bag. Even if you don't get any option, rather than buying that 10-20 rupees chips ka packet, just open your bag, munch on a few almonds, and then think that do you really need that chips ka packet or not. And trust me, once you win over this feeling, you really can win each and every day over your nutrition.
Great. I think Isha ESA 999 underscore is saying hi. So yeah, hi to you. If you have any questions, feel free to ask us. And we have few more questions. Yeah, we have one question which is, what are the kind of foods which can help me focus and concentrate more during my working hours?
Right. So you need, every human being needs 3 things to concentrate, focus, work on their memory. So there are 3 chemicals that you need in your body. One is omega-3, very, very essential. A lot of times we see that even if people who are eating non-vegetarian, eating fish or any kind of omega-3 rich food like seeds or nuts, their body is not able to absorb that omega-3 from there. So it's easy to supplement it through a natural supplement like a flaxseed capsule or a omega-3 rich capsule, which can be non-vegetarian and can give you all the benefits of it. Secondly, second chemical is polyphenols, which are given in like rich colored fruits, vegetables. They help you in concentration. They reduce inflammation. Very, very helpful in your digestion. So definitely incorporate these in your foods. Lastly, choline. Choline is a chemical which is found in eggs, very richly found in eggs. Start incorporating eggs in your diet. They can be egg whites or whole eggs in any form. And these foods really help you concentrate. If you're not an vegetarian, you can choose dairy, you can choose paneer, you can choose tofu, you can use other sources of protein. which can give you similar results. But these three things, when you incorporate in your body, you start gaining focus, start gaining concentration, memory, and so many other benefits.
So apart from that, any food, I mean, I can also suggest is, I mean, meditation helps you to focus and concentrate better. So yeah. So next question we have from Chirag underscore Patel 1885. He is saying fatty liver के लिए क्या सुझाव है वो भी for a non-alcoholic person. So yeah, that's a question from Chirag.
Stop eating processed foods. A lot of times, non-alcoholic fatty liver can be a result of a lot of processed food in your body. हम बहुत चीज़ें eliminate करना start कर देते हैं, but हम बहुत simple सी चीज़ें, बिस्किट के पैकेट्स खोल के खाना, chips खोल के खाना, bread खोल के खाना, processed food in any form. These are not just processed; they are ultra processed foods. आप इनको eliminate करिए सबसे पहले अपनी diet से, and then we can talk further that how we can overcome such an issue.
So for any further doubts, I mean, saying everyone can reach out to Nandini. She will be more than happy to consult you and guide you on your journey for fitness. And so next question we have Poonam 23720. The question is suffering from thyroid and even after many tries can't control my hunger and end up gaining weight very fast.
Hi Poonam. I would say that get yourself tested. आपकी क्या required medication है, dosage है, आप उसको एक बार consult करिए. If that is on point, then start looking at your day. That are you eating food emotionally or you're eating food to curb that hunger? Like what is actually triggering you? Because a lot of times we start seeing things on a surface level, but deeply when we see all of these things are connected emotionally. So please start taking care of your emotions through medication as well as meditation, and yes, then we can talk further on one-on-one basis.
So next question we have from Ritik Parcha. He's saying अगर हम heavy workout करते हैं तो pre-workout meal में क्या लेना चाहिए?
अगर आप heavy workout करते हैं, आपकी pre-workout meal अच्छे carbs हो सकती है, जैसे oatmeal, oats, rice और दाल. Depends आप किस time पे workout कर रहे हैं. आप early morning कर रहे हैं, आप late evening कर रहे हैं, whatever is the time suitable. Have some like carbs और आप easy to digest चीज़ें खाइए. आप बहुत heavy meals मत लीजिए. आप like if you're starting your day right in the morning, आप सुबह 5 बजे या 6 बजे या 7 बजे workout करने जा रहे हैं. A cup of black coffee or with some little ghee, that can also give you great benefits. So totally depends that what time of the day you're going to be working out.
So now a very interesting question coming from it's me underscore Priyanka Juba. She's saying I'm very skinny. How should I eat? What should I eat so that I can gain weight?
Hi, sorry, I forgot your name, but yeah,
Priyanka.
if you're Priyanka, hi Priyanka. Even if you're skinny or but you don't have any problems with kind of the energy that you need or the kind of your day-to-day tasks or anything like that, then why do you worry about like putting on weight? And if you want to put on some good weight, why think about fat? Think about putting on some good muscles. Eat a good, well-balanced meal. Prioritize protein. आप अच्छे muscle बनाइए. You will look great, anyways.
So I think from multiple questions that you answered for audience, I think one thing which is coming out very, very loud and clear is, I mean, right amount of protein consumption, which is a big issue. I think more than 70% of Indians, they are protein deficient as per like a lot of latest analysis that has been done. And I think that is one of the biggest challenge which everyone is facing. And that is why this year is being called as a year of millets and all, wherein we're trying to promote the protein consumption. Like 1990s was about, eat eggs. So now there is a focus a lot more into getting a lot more protein, which unfortunately Indian meal is a lot more focused on carbs, like roti, then rice. So these are a lot of carbs, and unfortunately, the amount of protein in a vegetarian meal is very less. And as you rightly said, बस एक कटोरा दाल खा के we think कि नहीं हमारा protein का consumption हो गया, but it doesn't actually. So how about like there are a lot of questions around peanut butter being a good source of protein as well as fat. So what's your take on that? I mean, a lot of people want to have that like a 2 spoon of that in the morning.
Okay, breaking the myth of protein of peanut butter. Peanut butter is not high protein diet. It is high fat diet.
Okay.
So use it, but use it mindfully. I mean, people tend to overeat on peanut butter. It could be very tasty, creamy. They like the texture, taste, whatever. It can be easily overeaten. So please watch that quantity because उसमें high fat है. So it is not high protein. It is clearly high fat.
Great. So there are a lot of likes from people who have joined, like Divya Tonika has given your love. Then Ritik is asking, दिन में कितना पानी पीना चाहिए? So I think you already, Nandini already answered minimum 10 glasses, or which should be around roughly 3 odd liters of water. Then Imtiaz is asking, fatty liver कैसे ठीक होगा? I'll leave this to you, Nandini, to answer.
Because I already answered
Yeah.
non-alcoholic fatty liver, it is pretty much similar to that. So yeah, please refer to that answer. Stop eating ultra processed foods. हम बहुत चीज़ों को healthy मानते हैं, जैसे सूजी हो गया, बेसन हो गया. हम सोचते हैं कि हम healthy खा रहे हैं, but ये सब भी चीज़ें बहुत ज़्यादा processed हैं. Just like मैदा, it is also going through a lot of process. So आप इनको भी हेल्दी मत मानिए और बहुत सारी प्रोसेस चीज़ों को तो आप टोटली एलिमिनेट कर दीजिए. Start taking up these small challenges. I think it's a great thought. I'll also think about starting a challenge where you stop eating processed food completely and see how your body takes to it. ये सारी चीज़ें तो बहुत easy है eliminate करना, क्योंकि आपको सिर्फ processed foods कम करके ही आपको बहुत ज़्यादा फर्क पड़ जाता है हर चीज़ में.
So there's one question which is like moringa is considered as a superfood by Mr. Spectacular. He's saying, should I have it or should I ask a doctor?
Moringa powder.
Yes.
Moringa, yes, I think moringa is a great herb. It helps in digestion, clearing up your blood. So many other benefits. Just like amla, moringa also has various other benefits. आप moringa definitely use कर सकते हैं. But अगर आप moringa को किसी particular चीज को cure करने के लिए use कर रहे हैं, then it is not recommended. Use it as complementing your diet, not as curing a particular disease or particular problem.
We are already over time and we still have so many questions. I'll just take one or two last questions. So one question which is coming in that from Ria, apart from eating healthy, I also have cervical pain because of constant laptop work. What can I do for the same?
Wow, a big issue with the 9 to 5s. Thank you so
Yes.
much for this question, Ria. Yes, we have so many kinds of pain. Sometimes I have like a major neck pain once I'm sitting for a longer period of time and I'm just like, I've just lost track of time, or I'm busy doing something, some particular work with bad posture, just staring at the screen, or like, yes, I feel the same, like a particular spasm or cervical pain or a particular muscle stiffness. So yeah, all of these things are very common, but I keep sharing tips on how to release these muscles, how to take better care of yourself if you're 9 to 5, how to like warm up your body once, like small routine to like start your day. All of these things, थोड़ा थोड़ा बीच में walk करते रहिए. Don't just keep sitting at a particular place for a longer period of time. Always check what kind of chairs you are using, what kind of posture you are into. So keep checking yourself because this really makes a lot of difference, and it has really helped me also make I totally changed my posture, my chair, and that really helped me in the long run.
So we'll take the last question of the day. It's from Hello Kevin 2007. Just having tea and wheat chapati in the morning as breakfast, does it increase blood sugar level?
Oh, yes. Why will it not? Why will it
Okay.
not? If you are not somebody who's a farmer who just eats two rotis right in the morning and goes to the farm and burns all those calories out there in an hour or two and comes back, you are not that person. So clearly, if you're going to just eat roti and tea right in the morning and sit and start working, it is going to give you cravings throughout the day. It is not which is recommended for the 9 to 5s. It is not the diet where you're using a lot of brain and your memory and your concentration levels. It is not a diet for those.
A lot of people like they do this. I mean, like I know few of my relatives, they have just cold coffee in the morning and they go for work, and then after 2 hours they have a first meal and all. So what's your take on that? I mean, cold coffee with obviously it has a sugar, and coffee in the morning it gives you a burst of I mean energy, but I mean, what are the negatives which it does?
Cold coffee depends. Cold coffee with sugar. Oh, that's not coffee. That's dessert. First of all, that's how I label it.
Interesting way that you put it
That's
across.
not coffee. Coffee is something which you have coffee and you add little milk to it and no sugar. That's coffee. But if you're
Okay.
adding like a lot of like meetha and doodh and probably sometimes ice cream or frother and cream and blah blah blah, no, that's purely dessert. That's not coffee. And starting your day with such a thing, obviously next thing you'll keep thinking, acha, मैं एक sandwich खा लेता हूँ. Okay, I'm again hungry, because these things are going to make you hungrier sooner and sooner and sooner, and you will not be satiated the whole day. So that's why I will not recommend starting your day just with a glass of cold coffee. You can have your cold coffee, definitely enjoy it. Pair it with good source of protein and fats. आप कुछ seeds लीजिए, कुछ nuts लीजिए, कुछ protein की चीजें लीजिए and combine with them, and then you will feel more and more like satisfied with your meal.
Perfect. I think we will not take any more questions. Okay, there's still more questions also.
I would
So okay,
request
I'll just
questions, please DM me. We can, yeah. If we are not able to answer now, we can I will definitely answer them on DMs.
yeah, I'll just answer one question. There is someone called Cosmic Gains 369. He's asking also a cafe mocha isolate plus coffee powder is what I choose in the morning. So I can answer that for them. So yeah, Osoa's Cafe Mocha Isolate, it's a very good protein drink which you can have in the morning. And you don't need a coffee powder apart from that, because this Cafe Mocha in itself has a real coffee added to it. So that gives you a burst of coffee flavor for those who like coffee without having the sugar. So all of the Osoa's whey protein, they're 100% sugar free, and they're also 100% maltodextrin free, which makes it a perfect alternative or a protein drink for a morning, or also whenever you want to skip a meal. I also prefer also as whey proteins, because that helps me to remain satiated because of high protein content, which is upwards of 75%, and stay full for a longer with only very less amount of calories, something around 100 to 150 calories a max, and you're full for a longer duration. So that's my hack which I use. And Cosmic Gains 369, I hope I have answered your question. With this, sorry, Pooja, we are just ending this. How to cure pre-diabetes? Do you want to take this? It's a genuine question. I'm so sorry,
Okay.
Nandini. I mean,
I
Pooja is
will. I will.
asking the second
I
question.
will. No problem. We'll take it up as the last question for
Yes,
sure. How to cure
yes.
pre-diabetes? Very interesting question. Please start looking at your lifestyle. I mean, start looking at your day कि आप बहुत ज़्यादा carbs खा रहे हो, बहुत ज़्यादा processed carbs खा रहे हो, या आप exercise नहीं कर रहे हो, आप कितना पानी पी रहे हो, sleep, stress, all of these things can trigger diabetes. So if you're pre-diabetic, start doing it as a lifestyle change. आप अभी ही check कर लीजिए, so that it does not become too late for you to change your lifestyle. Start changing your lifestyle. Start exercising. Start eating better. Start eating healthier. Start avoiding alcohol, and you'll do good.
Perfect. Cosmic Gain, thank you for your feedback. And yes, Matrix berry flavor along with overnight oats, they taste awesome. Thank you for the feedback. with this, we come to an end of this, rather I'll say an AMA session, which was like Ask Me Anything, which happened actually very nicely. Thank you, Nandini, for your time, and for all the audience who are waiting for it to end. The surprise, which is that we will give you a secret code of which will give you a 16% discount flat on all of our products which are available in our website right away. The code is OSOAA16. I'll repeat, OSOAA16. OSOA16. You get flat 16% off on all of our products for today itself. So thank you, everyone. Thank you so much, Nandini. I mean, it was pleasure chatting with you and getting your perspective, and it's also a learning experience for me as well. And I'm pretty sure the audience had a great time, and they're still asking questions. So we will maybe have more rounds of this later, and we'll answer them. Thank you, Sarvana, everyone, for joining us also. Thank you, Nandini. Take care, everyone. Bye.